Outer challenges are a mirror to an inner dilemma that must be healed. For when left unaddressed, these dilemmas continue to pour out onto the screen of life, magnifying our inner belief systems and our patterns into life movies, bringing us dire consequences, hardships, lack, and pain, illness, frustrations, and grief of every kind. The very cause of suffering I traced over many years of my pioneering work in the psyche to these unconscious programs and belief systems that run the programs and then become the outer reflection we are living in our lives. Understanding we are in a holographic field that's highly changeable, we are no longer subject to a life of misery, to the life sentences of suffering that these programs dictate and have dictated for eons of time. We are so much more. And yet these programs and the limiting beliefs driving them keep us believing we are so much less. And that somehow we are not good enough, not deserving. We don't amount to anything. And thus when we come from that frequency, when we live out of that pitiful reality, our lives reflect that. Our lives become pathetic life dramas that are like the soap operas on TV today. Endless rounds of misery, suffering, upsets, grief, challenges with no end. And where is that illumination to bring us to partaking of the nobility that is our true soul essence? The light that is our spirit within. The gifts, the talents, the abilities that are our innate destiny to fulfill. How long humanity has lived out of a false illusion, run by patterns that have kept them limited, and the world looking like it does. Suffering rather than joy. Fulfillment never seen, yet in tiny flashes and glimpses, only to be taken away and washed away by tsunamis of challenges right around each corner, on each one's pathway. For too long in time, we have indulged ourselves here on earth, living unconscious lives, choosing to be ignorant, to follow other people's creeds, religious doctrines and more, telling us how it is, who we are, and how we should be. And where has been authenticity? Where has humanity been allowed, inspired to their authentic expression, to following their own inner divine selves, their own inner calling, and to awaken to who they truly are, rather than blindly accepting beliefs that end up being who they are not? Too long we've been told who we are, how we should live, what that should look like, that we're pitiful humans, limited, that are undeserving of an abundant life. And so we accept that. We allow people to come into power who take away the wealth that we could be enjoying as well, not just them. We take away from ourselves every good thing when we buy into the beliefs that working hard is a noble way of life, and that you have to work for everything you ever get. that you're all alone in this world, unsupported, and you have to look out for you, and you have to do your part. No. This is abundant world, a blessed world with so much provided, treasures, riches, Mother Earth has given us. Perfection of beautiful weather patterns and flourishing gardens and everything we could ever need to avail ourselves of to have an abundant life. Yet we've lived so unconsciously to the point where we forgot to even care and acknowledge or see how much Mother Earth gives us, how much is provided here in this virtual reality experience called Earth. It is so abundant, yet we live pitiful lives, lacking, financially strapped, living under false ideologies that it's better to be poor than have abundance, to have wealth. While others parade their insanely opulent lives before the worker bee communities of the world and the spiritual communities of the world, because they don't have that belief system. And somehow we've decided we don't deserve that. They're royal. They're important. God loves them more than us. We are unworthy. We're not valuable. And so the dichotomy in this world, where some are living lavish lives and others are in abject poverty, is solely because of the belief systems that are running patterns in our psyches. This is a major soul dilemma on this planet that has gone on and on and on through every history we can remember. We accept overlords with dark agendas, looking away because there's just too many causes to try to stand up for, and it's not safe if you do. And so we make ourselves so small, hopefully we're not noticed, and we put our noses to the grindstone, working day after day for what? A pitiful pittance that is going to pay the rent and the utilities, give us a little food, but never give us that vacation that is the dream of our hearts. It's time to lay down the cross. Burn it in the white fire. Drop all the false beliefs about self and this world, and to realign with the truth that is an indwelling presence within, a fountain of truth, to cleanse ourselves of these programs once and for all. Remove the stain, the sense of sin, and all these things we've taken on because we've been bad and never have mounted up. Well, how could we with all these programs running? So let's drop it already. Let's release ourselves and take ourselves off the cross and give ourselves the most blessed life ever by first clearing these programs and belief system, doing the inner work that it takes to set ourselves free, and letting our lives transform accordingly as we come into the truth of who we are and the inner knowing that we are divine beings having a virtual reality experience on earth. We came from the divine realms of light. We shall return there when we're done with our little virtual reality game here, our soul learning module. There is no judgment. There is no blame for any role we've played. It's all soul learning and growth in a big collective play. Everyone supporting each other, everyone being a supportive cast member. We deserve the abundant life that is right here for us to attain. And as we rise into the true glory of who we are, and we stand strong in that bastion of truth and that light-filled beingness, the world is going to transform around us into an abundant reality that now more of us will be sharing, which will change the future exponentially, so that there is a sense that heaven at long last was restored on earth.